Hi friends, Iris here from the Fairfax Library, and I'd like to read a story with you today and do a little craft project. So the book I'm going to read, we really enjoyed here at my house, and my kid enjoyed listening to it, and I learned so much from it too. It's just fascinating. It's called, What Do They Do With All That Poo? Have you ever gone to the zoo and seen all those giant animals and wondered this very thing? Well, I never really thought about it until I read this book, and I was really interested. So, let's find out together. What do they do with all that poo? Written by Jane Kurtz and illustrated by Allison Black. And read with permission from Simon & Schuster. Oh, look at these end pages. What do you think all these packages and bottles are? Here's a box wrapped up and it says poo right on it. And can you guess whose poo that is? Well, let's find out. What do they do with all that poo? At zoo after zoo, the animals chew, and then what happens after you eat all day? And then they poo! That's right! Poo is made mostly of water, but also bacteria and bits of undigested food. Animal poo goes by a lot of different names, including manure, scat, droppings, dung, castings, and guano. You ever heard any of those words? Giraffe poop looks like marbles, and it has to drop a long, long way. Whoop. A giraffe has 4 stomachs, so it digests its food very efficiently. That means a giraffe needs to eat a lot less than most herbivores, which is why its droppings are so small. 4 stomachs. Panda poo is full of bamboo. Pandas eat and poop all day. Pandas digest only 17% of the bamboo they eat, and the leaves and stems pass through their systems very quickly. So panda poop looks just like a green mass of partly digested bamboo, and it doesn't stink. Oh, look at this hippo. A hippo sprays a shower with its flipping, flailing tail. Hippos use dung showering to mark their territories and warn off predators. They shoot their dung out while flapping their tails to spray it around. Ooh, steer clear of that guy at the zoo. To weigh a day of an elephant's poo, you need a sturdy scale. An elephant can eat 300 pounds of leaves and grasses a day, and then dump 165 pounds of poo. To help you think about that, a football weighs about a pound. Yikes. Rhinos can communicate through piles of scat. Each rhino's poop has its own unique smell. Rhinos smell dung to gather information about one another. Like this. Hello. Bob was here. That's interesting. A lion sometimes buries poo, like any other cat. Anybody have a cat at home that has a cat box? Look at there, he's burying it. Big cats and little often bury their poop so it won't be detected by enemies. But sometimes lions and tigers leave poop unburied as a warning that this is their territory. Sloths creep down from trees to poop, but only once a week. Why do sloths spend so much energy leaving the protection of the trees to poop on the ground? It's a mystery scientists are trying to solve. A penguin shoots its poo out in a fishy-smelling streak. Penguins don't have teeth, so, as one zookeeper says, fish go through them fairly rapidly. Scientists have studied the force it takes for a penguin to shoot its bright white fishy guano so far. Ooh. A wombat's poo is cube-shaped, so it isn't very rolly. Wombats are highly territorial. They deposit 80 to 100 droppings every evening as signposts to say, "I'm here." It helps to have a square signpost that doesn't roll away. Look, he's marked a whole square around himself. Some snakes poop only once a year. They digest their food slowly. Wow. One study showed that it took a python 5.5 days to digest a rat. Because their bodies are so efficient, snakes poop less often than almost any other animal. Hyenas crunch up lots of bones. That's why their poop is white. The calcium in bones is what makes dried hyena poop white, and why hyena poop can easily turn into a fossil. Bat poop has undigested bugs. Bats poop all day and night. Bats turn right side up to do their poo so they don't poop on themselves. That's clever. A bat can eat up to 1,200 mosquitoes in an hour. Many bats also eat insects with shiny outer coverings that don't get digested, which makes the bat's poop sparkly. Oh, here, look at that. Sparkly poop. So, what do zoos do with all of that poo? Anyone out there have any ideas? They sweep it, unhose it, and toss it each day. A lot goes in dumpsters to be trucked away. A zoo might have to deal with more than 5,000 pounds of poop each day. Keeping it around would make zoos pretty smelly, so some of them pay thousands of dollars a year to send it off in trucks to the landfills. They send some to vets and scientists, too. Then poop is studied to help out the zoo. Look at all those packages. Doctors and vets study poop to see how well an animal is digesting its food and to spot health problems. Some zoos are experimenting with using poop to produce biogas that can power vehicles or buildings, like a zoo hospital. Oh, that'd be a great use. They pile some in towers and toss it with rakes. It soon will be compost for gardeners to take. Compost, made from herbivore poop mixed with food waste and grass clippings, improves soil and helps plants grow. Zoos sell or give away compost using creative names like Zoomanu, Zoodoo, and Packy-Poo. Carnivore poo can be spread around yards to keep deer from eating plants and trees. First, worms like to munch it. Their poop is so teeny. Then worm poop plus zoo poop grows perfect zucchini. Worms are an important part of the zoo poo composting process. They can eat hundreds of pounds of organic matter every week. Woodland Park Zoo in Seattle sells worm dew made from zoo compost and zoo coffee grounds. The zoo says it's been pooped once by exotic herbivores and pooped again by compost-loving worms. That must be good for the garden. They even make paper from elephant poo. Zoo poo paper's pretty, not smelly, it's true. Wow. Elephant poo comes out with so much plant fiber that a machine can wash the poo and pull out the fiber, which can then be used to make paper and cards. Whoa, look, yikes, duck, that monkey at the zoo just threw its poo at you. Oh no. Many primates throw poo. Scientists discovered that chimpanzees who throw the most poo and hit their target most often are the smartest and most sociable, which suggests that throwing is a form of communication and self-expression, and maybe a step toward using tools. In any case, take lots of space when you look at the monkeys. Oh, that's the end. Carting it away. Wow, what did you think about that? Zoo poo. I bet next time you go to the zoo, you'll think differently about all those animals, huh? All right. Let's switch from our book to our craft, which has nothing to do with poo. I would like to show you, rather, how to take some rubbings of cool stuff around your house. Maybe this is a project you've done before in preschool or in school with leaves or something, where you take a crayon and you take the paper off of the crayon. So I've done that with a few different colors. You could also use the side of a pencil if you don't have crayons. And then you can find cool things around your house. So I found this very special door lock. I'm not sure where it came from. And some doilies. And even a little pair of 3D glasses. And I made a little booklet out of it. So here's some of the rubbings that I did. This was just a piece of paper that I had cut into a circle for a different project. And here's, this is a book that I have that has puffy letters on the front of it. This was a board on my deck, just a piece of wood. And this was the chair on my deck. So you can see the different things turn out really differently. Oh, and here's some more. So here's the cool key that I had, and here was another piece of paper that I had used for a different project. So basically you just need a piece of paper. Here I have some old paper that was drawn on, but I'm going to use the other side of it. And like I said, a crayon that you've peeled the paper off of. And then you're just going to put the thing that you want to make a rubbing of. Let's try this cool old doily that I have from a Valentine's Day project. And I'm just going to put it on something hard like the table or this book. And I'm going to put my paper on top of it. And I'm going to use my crayon. That's not a very good crayon. Sorry. Let me try that again. And you're just going to press as hard as you can. There we go, now I see it. And rub it all over the object. There we go. And there's a little heart. And you can even use things that are bumpier, like this key that I showed you before. Let's see if I can hold it all in place. Sometimes it helps to tape the paper down too. Oh, there it is. There's the top of it. Yeah. And then here's the book that I was using that has the bumpy writing on it. So if you have something like that, you could also, let's see, I'm going to use a piece of this old paper bag. I'm just going to put it on top of there where it's bumpy and rub. Look, and now you can see the titles of the books. So this is pretty fun to do. Let's see, let's try this. The arm of this 3D glasses too. I'll show you what that looks like. So you could even cut out shapes from another piece of paper. Yeah, that's kind of neat. And once you have the paper all covered, I used the sole of my shoe. I thought it looked kind of cool. Here was a summer reading badge from San Francisco. So once you have a paper all covered with different things, you can use this paper. You can cut it out or tear it up into shapes, and you could tape them to another paper or just to each other. You could cut out different circles and triangles and squares, and maybe you could make another thing out of it. You could use the different shapes that you cut out to make a little robot or a cat or whatever you're interested in. I think it looks so neat having all the different things together. So let's see. Here's a little guy. Whoa, without taping him. So have fun and try out different things and see. You can move them around. This could be the wheel of a car. All right. right, I hope you have fun with that and you're able to make something cool. You could even make a card for somebody or a really nice piece of wrapping paper if you have a birthday coming up for somebody. So have fun, and I'll see you next time. Bye!